Hey, Paula Williams with ABCI. If there is one piece of advice that we have for the new year or for 2024, it is to start collecting data. Now, there's a lot of reasons that people don't do this, but there's a lot more reasons that you should, especially now. There's been a lot of development over the last few years about how you can use data to make better decisions in your marketing. And that only works if you have the data. We shared a bunch of different spreadsheets and other things for capturing data. A lot of people will use their CRM, Salesforce, HubSpot, even if you use MailChimp, SEMrush, Google Analytics, whatever source of data you have, whatever sources of data you have, you want to make sure that you are collecting data that answers the big questions for your company. And those big questions are things like how many touches does it take to make a sale? How long is our sales cycle? Where are most of our customers coming from? Where are the people that are most likely to buy our product or service finding us for the first time? And all of those are difficult questions to answer given the amount of data that's out there. But the more data we have, the better we can analyze it using some tools that are new or improved over what they were in years past. So data is absolutely fascinating. It doesn't just have numbers. It's not just, I'm not really a math person. I'm more of a story person. And data is about stories. It really tells the story of your company, your products, your services. And if you really understand the data, then you understand the story and you're able to make much better decisions. So if you remember the Ford Edsel, in the 1950s, the Ford Motor Company launched this car expecting huge success. Um, they relied on very little, if any, marketing research. It wasn't really something that was done at that time. They didn't ask people what they wanted. They didn't have any idea, really, other than what they thought internally that people should have. The result was a product that totally missed what consumers actually wanted. Classic case where more comprehensive data would have led to a different decision. If you are old enough to remember old Coke versus new Coke, 1985, Coca-Cola decided to change their century-old formula, New Coke. They did initial taste tests, but most people don't drink Coke for the taste. They drink it for other reasons, for nostalgia, because of their familiarity with the product, because it's what they've always drunk, because it's what their parents loved, and so on. So public backlash was immense. They hadn't captured the emotional attachment that people had to the original Coke. Data based on taste preferences wasn't enough. They needed deep insights into why people were buying Coke and what it really meant to them. So those are some retail examples. There are other business to business examples and even examples from the aviation industry, but just to start with some great stories about what these things can do for you. In the digital age, capturing data has become more nuanced and more essential. We want to be able to understand customer behavior. We want to be able to predict market trends. We want to be able to do more of what's working for us, and we want to be able to stop investing in the things that aren't working for us or are working less well than they did in years past, and be able to redevote those resources to things that work better. One of the things that we do is we do a pretty deep dive into a lot of the data that we're capturing for clients and make sure that you have sources for some of those decisions that you're making. So we want to transform that data and use the tools that we have to be able to make better decisions so that your investments are going where they should be. You're finding new customers, you're selling more products, you're accomplishing your marketing goals. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.